right, good morning. You're listening to your radio. Thank you for tuning your radio to WOCA The Source. We are broadcasting live this Monday morning. Is it Monday, Robin? Oh.
It's Monday.
What happened to the weekend? What happened to the weekend?
I know, that one day. We just cram everything into a Saturday. That's our day.
25 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let me give you an amateur weatherman thing here. Let's see. Well, where's my amateur weatherman thing? It didn't... Here we go. Okay. 77 degrees right now, 89 the expected high. There is a 40% chance of rain, and I probably could have told you nothing at all, and you could have guessed all that correctly. Pretty much the same thing every day this week. Nothing going over 90. So 89 is the highest, but you never know. You just never know. So not that high. The global warming is not quite taking hold. This is July in Florida, so.
Yeah, there you go.
90 degrees. We're okay with that.
Yes,
let's see. What are we doing this morning? 7:35. We'll open up the phone lines. We will take your phone calls, and we will talk about the news. How about that? Mm-hmm. And other things. We saw Lion King this weekend. I think it was a big hit. I don't know if
it was absolutely outstanding. The theater was filled.
I don't know if it's the biggest one of the weekend, but anyway, we have that. Mm-hmm. Let's see. 8:05. Galen Unold will be on with us. Oh my gosh, I have something. I have things mosquitoes don't want you to know.
Uh-oh.
Things mosquitoes don't want you to know. And yes, it does have something to do with donating blood.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
We've been donating blood to mosquitoes long before we thought we invented donating blood.
That's right.
Oh, my gosh. Wait till you hear some of these things. It's kind of fun.
This is a clever topic.
Not only is it a good, silly idea, but it's also information you can use, because once you find out what these mosquitoes don't want you to know, maybe you won't get bit as much.
Oh, there's
the thought right there.
There you are.
Sam Keene is a researcher, and he's coming out to talk to us about his book called The Bastard Brigade. Yep. Funny title, but it's a true story. It's the renegade scientists and spies who sabotaged the Nazi atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how
cool.
our world would look today if the Nazis had successfully developed the atomic bomb?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's the story of the Bastard Brigade is what it's called.
This is so cool.
Phil Kerpen is an author. He's got a book. It's an op-ed piece. He wants to talk about.
Yes.
Called The Fake Democratic Healthcare Debate. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we will have to listen to him.
That's right. That's right.
The L. Ron Hubbard East Coast Theater will be in the studio from 10 till 11. They have something special they want to bring to you. They are going to be performing one of the works of fiction written by L. Ron Hubbard. I don't know if I know the title. I know they sent it to me 100 times.
It's right there.
Where is it?
Murder Afloat.
Murder Afloat.
Under the topic, yeah.
Okay, so it is a radio play. There will be actors and actresses in the studio. Joe Martoni is one of the actors.
Yes, he is.
So it's always fun. They come in here once in a while to do their shows, and it's always fun to have them in the studio. And it'll be fun for you listening. I think you'll enjoy it.
And Joe's playing the part of Davis.
Whoever that is.
I know, it's a character in Murder Afloat. Davis.
So the idea is it's kind of like old-time radio, and it's live.
Yes.
You know, so there you go. It's always fun. Susan Tatsui Darcy. Susan Tatsui Darcy. Beat the college admissions game with Project Merit. Okay.
Yep. She wrote a book.
Find out about that. And what did I have for our Midday with Joe segment?
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot to print it up. It is ex-employees of Disney tell you the best jobs, the most fun jobs to have. If you want to work at Disney, take it from these people who used to work there, and they'll tell you, you know what's a fun job? And they will tell you what's a fun job. So I have the most fun jobs at Disney, according to people who've actually done that work. Maybe they're not all former workers. Maybe they just formerly did some of those positions.
Yeah.
And they wish they could do it again. Probably didn't pay much. Just taking a guess at the salary's probably not that good. Usually Disney salaries are not that good, right?
Right, exactly.
All right, we will take a little break, and we will be right back. Phone lines will be open. The number is 622-9622. You're listening to The Source. We are broadcasting live. Did I forget to tell you this? From the Paddock Mall, just outside the WOCA commissary. If you come by later on, 10 o'clock or so, you can stand outside the window and watch as the actors and actresses perform a radio play for you. That's kind of fun. It's a full hour long show.
Yes.
That
Pretty
one.
cool.
A segment, I should say.
Very cool.
All right, we'll be right back. This is The Source WOCA. The lady saying very cool is Robert MacBlane, by the way. Just so you know.
Well, thank you.
And I'm Larry.
You're Larry Whitler.
There you go. For somebody else to introduce me.
Larry Whitler, host and producer.
And we'll be right back. I'm the producer. Wow.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Wednesday, Robert Mueller testifies publicly for 2 House committees about his report on Russian election meddling and what Democrats want to highlight as wrongdoing by the Trump administration and campaign.
If anyone else had been accused of what the report finds the president had done, they would have been indicted.
That's New York Democrat Jerry Nadler on Fox News Sunday.
They're just harassing the president, going after things that we've already known, and just trying to make press release headlines instead of legislating and trying to govern our country.
Georgia Republican Doug Collins on Fox's Sunday Morning Futures there. 8 people are hurt in a lightning strike at a beach in Clearwater Beach, Florida.
One of the injured in critical condition, that man reportedly suffering cardiac arrest. Witnesses say people were moving off the beach when the strike happened. Some people at a nearby restaurant dragging the injured indoors and began administering first aid as the rain poured down.
That's Fox's Chris DeMeo. India has launched an unmanned spacecraft to the south pole of the moon and be the first landing there. This is Fox News.
Napa know-how.
At Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers, get a $25 prepaid Visa card when you get any Napa Automotive battery. It's the best deal for some of the best batteries from some of the best car people around. But we might be a little partial. Anywho, pick up any Napa Automotive battery and save $25. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers while supplies last. Offer ends 8/31/19.
Pros do it right by having what you need for any job on hand, so you're spending more time on the job site than away from it. Lowe's is here to help by stocking job lot quantities of treated lumber, fencing, and decking, and at the right prices. Get volume savings on your next job at the Pro Desk, or save time by ordering at lowesforpros.com. Have your order delivered or pick it up in store. Our dedicated pro loaders will load you up and get you back to the job site where you're needed most. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's, U.S. only.
Ocala Magazine is the city magazine distributed throughout Ocala, Marion County, and the villages, providing award-winning coverage of important issues for almost 40 years. Hi, I'm Philip Glassman, publisher of Ocala Magazine. Ocala Magazine offers a platform for branding opportunities for your business or events while covering the latest in local lifestyle throughout print, digital, and social media. Listen every Friday at 10 a.m. on WOCA.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen Silver Springs. We want to thank Marion County for 45 years of loyalty. We love this wonderful community, so come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs and get some of our great food and ice cream. We have a number of great meal deals that include dessert at a better price than anyone in the industry. Our products are made fresh to order just for you. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. A lightning strike yesterday at Clearwater Beach has left 8 people hurt, one of them critically. 2 juveniles remained at large after authorities say they attacked staff members to escape a juvenile detention center in Jacksonville. A Florida sheriff's deputy died after his patrol car crashed into a pickup truck as he responded to a domestic violence call in Deerfield Beach. A 31-year-old Bellevue man has been arrested after neighbors complained he was showering naked using a garden hose behind his mobile home. Some prepackaged egg salad, tuna salad, and Thai lobster salad sold at Target and the Fresh Market are being recalled because they could contain the bacteria that causes listeria. There was a heavy police presence Saturday night at Universal Studios Orlando, but operations were back to normal by about 10 p.m. And persistence paid off for a retired Tennessee banker who won the weekend's Hemingway lookalike contest in Key West. It was 68-year-old Joe Maxey's 8th try. And that is your news brief from The Source.
On this Monday, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. It can be a thunderstorm around during the course of the afternoon and evening hours, especially inland. A high 89 at the coast, 93 inland. And Monday nights will turn out partly cloudy, low 71 inland, 76 at the coast. For Tuesday, a mix of sun and clouds, but with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm around the area, high 89 at the coast, 93 inland. And for Wednesday, times of sun and clouds with a shower and thunderstorm or two, especially in the afternoon, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
The Florida Cancer Specialist and Research Institute has just opened their new state-of-the-art facility in Ocala. Please join us at 9:05 a.m. on Monday, the 29th, when we learn firsthand about the facility and what it has to offer. While the official ribbon cutting will be on the 30th, we will have physicians and representatives in the studio to give a sneak preview. Again, 9:05 a.m. July 29th. News you can use from your friends at WOCA.
Honey Baked Ham at 2709 Southwest 27th Avenue has new management. For our listeners, they're offering a 10% discount. Just mention this ad.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
All right, 24 minutes before 8 o'clock. Not a bad-looking Monday. You made it through the weekend. Hope you had a good one.
Yeah.
And phone lines are open if you want to call in. So did I get this thing cranked up yet? So we got a fun segment later on at 10 o'clock. We have a full-hour radio play being performed live by some actors and actresses. I think they're here in town from Clearwater, right?
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
And you've heard some of them before. Joni Siegel and Kathy Swigert have been with us before. They are kind of like the leaders of the group. And so they'll be reading a play. There are sound effects and music and other ambiance sounds.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
It is. It's very fun. I just think it's pretty amazing.
Good radio stuff.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Let's see. I guess first thing we'll talk about is the fact that we went to see The Lion King.
Yep, the movie.
The movie. Let's see. Final numbers are expected today after Disney's remake of The Lion King devoured opening weekend records for the month of July and PG-rated films. According to studio estimates, the film grossed a stunning $185 million across 4,725 North American theaters. I think it was on in three theaters here in Ocala.
Yeah, it was. We saw at least three.
At least three theaters, and it was on more than one screen in the Regal Theater across the street here.
Yep.
Anyway, let's see. Industry experts had pegged The Lion King for a $150 million opening, which turned out to be far too modest a projection despite the mixed reviews for the remake.
Before the movie, or?
Yeah, before the movie.
Oh, of course. There's always before the movie.
Yeah, well, because it went to 185.
Yeah.
185.
Yeah, it's excellent.
So, and more good news for Disney. Avengers Endgame also crept past Avatar to become the highest-grossing film of all time.
Wow.
So, Avengers Endgame is a Disney product also?
I guess so. Yeah, they bought Marvel. Universal had Marvel, and then Disney crept in and bought the rights to Marvel.
So if you go see The Lion King, I'm telling you nothing about the story. First of all, you probably know the story because it's the same story as has been told already.
Yeah.
But I won't tell you anything about the story. I just want to tell you about what you see. You see what appear to be real animals. Mm-hmm. Real animals. I mean, jumping, running, fighting, talking.
Yeah, right. That's
dying. I mean, you see real animals.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the video how they made it, and this is not a spoiler. None of them are real. It's all artwork.
Gosh,
it's just unbelievable. It's really amazing. So.
Wow, I felt they were real because they look so real.
The guy who was in charge of the animation or whatever, and I'm sure there was more than one guy. But anyway, the same people who did, what was it, Jungle Book?
Yes.
Remember the bear in Jungle Book?
Baloo.
Baloo?
Yep.
And he was all computer thing too,
Yeah.
But it took like 4 years to make this film.
Mm-hmm.
It took 4 years, so it's not like you can just type it into a computer and there it is. There's a lot of work that goes into that.
There is, because people think digital art, all you have to do is just push a button and you've got a photo, an illustration for a book or something. You just push a button and stuff, and you don't do that. You have to do it line by line by line, just like you're using ink on regular paper. So it's outstanding. The artistry.
Let's see.
Is outstanding.
An announcement could come as soon as today on state and federal investigations into Equifax's massive 2017 data breach that exposed the personal information of 148 million Americans. That's according to the Wall Street Journal, which reported Friday night that under the agreement, Equifax would pay $700 million to settle with the Federal Trade Commission, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and most state attorneys general. The deal would also resolve a nationwide consumer class action lawsuit. The hack exposed the personal data of 148 million Americans, including Social Security numbers. So if you are one of those 148 million, according to what they say, you're going to get a piece of that 700 million.
Nice.
Now, how does that work out? What does the math show on that, Robin?
I know.
700 million divided by 148 million equals what? Can you do that?
Okay, let's see.
Do we need a calculator? Well, you just take away the word million, right? 148 into 700?
Yeah, right. So that's $2.
$2?
Yeah. 700 million divided by 148 million. So
Right.
that'd be $2.
$2.
Yep.
That's not much money. It's not even worth being excited about, Robin.
No, well, sure it is. They can say, I was part of a $700 million lawsuit.
Are you sure?
See,
that-
they brag.
that-
I don't know. I just have the
140
number 2. 2 times 148 is...
150 and 150 is 300.
Yeah.
So that's not right.
Oh, okay.
So it's more like 4.
I don't know. I need a calculator. I can't do things in my head anymore.
It's less than 4. It's like $3.50.
Okay, well, $3.50. But that's all right. People have bragging rights that they're part of the Equifax $700 million lawsuit. And since Equifax puts out your credit rating and stuff, they shouldn't be allowed to do that anymore.
You know who the real winner
'Cause
is?
you can't be the
money-wise.
it's not credible.
The attorneys.
Oh, of course.
They're the real winners.
Always.
They get like a third of it, right? And there's probably not that many attorneys involved in this one.
Yeah.
This is why the TV show Suits. That's what they would be arguing about. How much money are we making on this one? $1 gazillion.
Exactly. Yeah. Attorneys, it's at least a third when they take a case, a third of the proceeds.
Anger seething in Puerto Rico is expected to draw thousands to San Juan's streets today in an unrelenting push to force the governor to step down. The planned major demonstration follows a week of protests and outrage targeting Governor Ricardo Rossello, who was embroiled in a scandal over hundreds of pages of leaked text messages that contained misogynistic, meaning he does not like ladies, Roman. That's what misogynistic means.
Yeah.
And homophobic, which
go.
means he's afraid of gay people, language. While he has admitted writing the messages and asked for forgiveness, Rossello has refused to resign, though he did announce on yesterday, that he would not seek re-election.
Gosh. It's stupid. People get elected to positions and then they think they're God and they can rule the world from local on to up all the time.
That's right. Extreme heat threatened Washington, Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City, Boston, and hundreds of cities and towns in between over the weekend, but relief could arrive today. A change in the jet stream will bring cooler, less humid air from Canada, as Boston area police in Braintree, Massachusetts noted.
Uh-huh. Are they going to have an import tax?
That's where we're going. Yeah, an import tax.
From the air, they're charging Canada.
The police in Braintree, Massachusetts, I don't know why we're quoting them, but they say, due to the extreme heat, we are asking anyone thinking of doing criminal activity to hold off until Monday.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, that opens the door now. They're not going to wait till Monday. They're going to do it now.
Oh, police aren't out there. Let's do it today. Today is Monday.
Oh, that's right.
The body of former Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens will lie in repose at the court today, a day before his funeral and burial at Arlington National Cemetery. Stevens served nearly 35 years on the High Court until his retirement in 2010. He died last week in Fort Lauderdale. He was 99 years old.
Gosh.
The honor of lying in repose was last bestowed in 2016 on Associate Justice Antonin Scalia, the leader of the court's conservative wing, who often clashed with the liberal Stevens during his 30 years on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, if you're committing a crime, wait till it's cooler weather. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Let's see. Today's weather in our area. Thunderstorms over the weekend brought torrential rain, strong winds, and trees were reportedly knocked down. In Marion County, the sheriff's office reported multiple trees down in Bellevue, Summerfield, and Ocala. There were also reports of scattered vehicle crashes and small pockets of power outages.
And that wind is wicked.
Southeasterly winds will again push showers and storms to mainly inland areas in central Florida, or in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Most along the coast staying dry. High temperatures for today will be in the lower 90s. Well, that contradicts what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Well, 89, 92.
Well, there you go.
Not much
you got,
difference.
yeah. You've got a window there, just like NASA when they, when the moon rockets go off and stuff. They have this window of opportunity.
Emily Staples is 16 years old.
Okay.
And she is making a name for herself in the golf world.
Okay.
She says she focuses and she believes her thoughts become things. And she blocks out everything else around her, and that's her secret to success. She is currently one of the top players for Orlando's Freedom High School, committed to playing for Missouri after her senior year.
Oh, gosh. Well, good for her. That's wonderful. Good for Emily Staples. Good job.
Yeah. We have a couple of golf stars among our young students, don't we, in this town?
Yeah, we do. We do. But she's making the news.
Let's see. State investigators say a 75-year-old Brevard County man died after doctors were prohibited from providing life-saving care because of a do not resuscitate order.
And that's in the news because there are a lot of do not resuscitate orders out there that don't make the news.
State investigators say a 75-year-old Brevard County man died after doctors were prohibited from providing life-saving care because of a do not resuscitate order.
State investigators, so maybe they think it might have been murder.
Oh, they say the man's legal guardian filed that order against the man's wishes.
Oh.
No, wait. The man's legal guardian. Who now?
I don't know.
The man's legal guardian filed against his wishes. Okay. The findings led Orange County Judge Janet Thorpe to remove Rebecca Fierro as guardian for almost 100 seniors in Orange and Osceola counties. Oh. Although she still has guardianship over other seniors in counties across the state. Thorpe wrote in an order that she thought Fierro abused her powers and developed conflicts of interest in her dealings, as well as filed multiple do not resuscitate orders on behalf of seniors in her care without their approval or the permission of family members or the court.
So she's making money being a guardian. When they die, she's making, she probably has, being their guardian, she gets the money when they die. That's disgusting.
Well,
That's
no.
absolutely
Okay.
sick.
Well, you just jumped to a conclusion that you have to correct that, Robin. Does not say that in here.
No, but I mean, how can one person be named a guardian over multiple people that have family members?
Because I don't know, maybe she works for one of those agencies. Maybe she with an assisted living. That's what I'm looking for in here.
Yeah, so
That doesn't mean you get money from them. A judge can appoint a guardian to oversee the welfare of a senior, extending the legal right to make decisions on behalf of the person's affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Kimberly Stryker filed a complaint with the Florida Department of Elder Affairs after her father, Stephen Stryker, died at St. Joseph's Hospital in Tampa on May 13th. So I don't know. This story doesn't tell you, I guess, everything. But it does not say that she gets money when these people die.
Oh, okay.
It's
then I
completely
jumped
different.
to the conclusion.
Oh, you did.
Okay.
That was a bad
I'm sorry,
jump.
that was bad. That was more than a faux pas. That was horrible on my part.
Well, okay. All right.
I apologize.
It's okay.
I apologize.
But a lot of people might have been thinking the same thing, that she was a guardian, but she was appointed a guardian. I don't know. Maybe it was her job. She's like a caretaker at a assisted living facility.
To multiple people, she was appointed a guardian, but those people have family members. Why weren't they guardians?
Almost 100 people. Okay, well, let me just tell you something from my 3 years working at an assisted living facility.
Okay, yeah, I know. You were in the crux of that, so you know.
Okay, I just want to finish my sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, they have, on the walls of some of the people, they had do not resuscitate orders.
Uh-huh.
Every single one of those orders in the place I worked at were put there at the request of the person sleeping in the bed underneath that sign.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that was always the decision of the person, not anybody on the staff. However, the sign, the note, do not resuscitate, contrary to the wording, I'm not stupid, I can read a document and tell you what it says. It says do not resuscitate, period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But we were all told that if we came, and thank God I never came across this. I did activity, so I wasn't likely to, but it could have. We were all told to do everything we can to resuscitate the person until emergency medical technicians show up.
Oh, my.
And then the emergency medical technicians would either honor or not honor that note.
Oh.
But we were told to just ignore that. If you see somebody needing CPR, you give them CPR.
Oh, thank God. That was a smart facility. Thank God.
Well, some people might disagree with you because some people have made up their mind that when they go, they're going to go, even if they are struggling. But just
oh my God,
it's
so sad, makes you cry.
It's a multi-leveled story for sure.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, let's see. Let's go back to the movies to take you off that thought. Okay, the global box office has a new king in Avengers Endgame. The superhero extravaganza this weekend usurped Avatar to become the highest-grossing film of all time, with an estimated $2.79 billion in worldwide grosses in just 13 weeks.
Wow.
Avatar held on to the record for a decade at $2.789 billion. The title comes with a few caveats, however, including the fact that Avatar's grosses are not adjusted for inflation. Also domestically, Avengers Endgame is number 2 to Star Wars The Force Awakens by around $80 million. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige gave a shout-out to Avatar director James Cameron Saturday night at San Diego Comic-Con for holding the record for so long. Feige also noted the inflation technicality and said Cameron will probably hold the title again someday. So
I don't know. I don't think inflation has anything to do with it, right?
Why not?
Well, that's right, because ticket prices would be more money now than they were then. So then you would have to go, and not prices then, so you'd have to do physical bodies in the seats and forget about the money. Just count how many people were actually in, how the number of tickets sold as opposed to the amount of the tickets sold. So I guess that's how you could get around that then. The number of tickets sold.
I guess. Yes.
Instead of the money. Wow, that would be
We've
tough.
had in our studio state legislators and even some county commissioners who've talked about the next subject. The next subject is an issue about whether taxpayer bailouts should be applied to people who have storm damage who have purchased multi-million-dollar homes right on the coast. It was their decision to live there.
Right, exactly.
This particular story is out of Connecticut. However, this applies to Florida as well.
Mm-hmm.
On an exclusive Connecticut peninsula where signs warn outsiders to stay off of private roads, 8 multi-million-dollar homes with sprawling yards along the Long Island Sound are poised to become eligible for taxpayer-funded disaster aid.
Wow.
That is despite the fact that the neighborhood, Fenwick neighborhood, in Old Saybrook, is in a potentially perilous position, hovering where the Connecticut River meets Long Island Sound. A 1938 hurricane washed away many Fenwick homes, including that of Katharine Hepburn's family. The 8 homes a short distance from the rebuilt house of Hepburn, where the actress died in 2003, currently lies in a coastal protection zone that bans homeowners from receiving federal funds to fix storm damage. Because the thinking is, and we've had this in the studio, I'm trying to remember, I could probably call out some political names too, not in a bad way, but just in an opinion way, not my opinion, but their opinion was, I think across the board, if I don't remember anybody who disagreed with this, but I think all the opinions were that men, of course, were living in the central city, right in Ocala.
Yes.
So they were all opposed to taxpayer money bailing out people who have damage when they made a conscious decision to build a house that close to the ocean.
Right, and the homeowner should be responsible for buying their own insurance. Because you say coastal damage and then from flooding, and then how about when the floods reach the inland properties? And there is no bailout for that.
Well, there is. No, there is. It's called FEMA.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
But some of the houses in Connecticut apparently were not included in on that because, A, these people were multi-millionaires, whatever.
Right.
And B, they chose to build in a very perilous, precarious place.
Right, exactly. Exactly. They chose to be there knowing they were building in a risky area.
A newborn baby was found on the doorstep at an apartment in Orlando, wrapped in a T-shirt. Officials say the one-day-old baby, yes, alive, was found 10:08 a.m. Saturday at the Willow Key Apartments on Arnold Palmer Drive. Authorities say the child appeared to be healthy and was taken to Arnold Palmer Hospital. Officials have contacted the Florida Department of Children and Families. Authorities are reminding people that a newborn baby can be left at a hospital or a fire station with no criminal repercussions. A baby can be dropped off until the child is 7 days old. So there you go. Okay, I think...
Oh, thank God that baby's okay.
Good morning, you're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Happy Monday.
Hi, you.
See, you're talking about people that build their homes where there's possible hurricane damage or whatever. I always, it seems that there's so many people that live close to rivers and stuff, and and every other year, if not every year, every so many years, they get flooded out. But these people keep coming back and rebuilding and I could never figure that out. Why would anybody, after being flooded out several times, still come back and move in a dangerous spot like that? It don't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Well, I guess everybody's got their own the right to choose. I think the debate is not whether to allow people to build there, but whether public money, your taxpayer dollars, should bail them out when the inevitable happens.
And with my wife being an insurance agent, it's amazing how many people that are subject to flooding do not have flood insurance, and it's not all that expensive.
Right. No, you're right. Yeah.
All I know is I would not live anywhere near a river, knowing that the thing is going to every other year or so come flooding in my living room. I'd get the heck out of there in a hurry.
Yeah, we're all lucky to live in Ocala. Here at the radio station, we're 100 feet above sea level, just so you know. So
yeah, very good.
Florida, like being on top of a mountain, you know.
All right, thank you. All right, real quickly, one more thing. Universal Pictures has dropped the first official trailer for its film adaptation of the Broadway musical Cats.
Ooh.
The story follows a family of cats called the Jellicles, who must decide every year which one will ascend to the Heaviside layer and come back to a new life. The film features a star-studded cast, which includes Taylor Swift, who looks really good in a cat costume.
She does. She's outstanding.
Judi Dench, Jennifer Hudson, Idris Elba, Rebel Wilson, Ian McClellan, Jason Derulo, and James Corden, who I love James Corden, by the way.
We saw the trailer. It looks so good.
And while the Broadway show used furry costumes, the film will use digital fur technology. Well, what do you know?
Wow.
They weren't really wearing costumes. The film is directed by Tom Hooper, who also directed Les Miserables.
Oh, nice.
And The King's Speech. All right, we will take a break and be right back. The Rum Tum Tugger is a curious cat, Robin.
Yes, he is.
On the other side, we're going to tell you about the curious mosquitoes and what they don't want you to know.
Oh,
This
okay.
is Source WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. 17 Iranians are under arrest. They're accused of spying for the CIA, some sentenced to death. There's an emergency security meeting in London about Iran's seizure of a British oil tanker.
The Stena Impero was captured on Friday, 2 weeks after Britain helped seize an Iranian ship.
This is a hostile act. Let's not dodge away from that.
British Defence Minister Tobias Ellwood saying the UK is considering its response.
This is a serious matter for which Iran must recognize.
In London, Simon Owen, Fox News.
Puerto Rico's Governor Ricardo Rossello says he will not run for re-election, but he won't resign as protesters are demanding.
The governor's home faces the water, and that's where dozens took to the bay on kayaks and on boats to demonstrate. And some of the folks that we spoke with say that no matter what the governor has announced, it is simply not good enough.
Fox's Jeff Paul in San Juan. This is Fox News.
Napa know-how.
At Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers, get a $25 prepaid Visa card when you get any Napa automotive battery. It's the best deal for some of the best batteries